Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to the morning routine on Tuesday, March 28th. So glad to see you here this morning, where we get to share our news headlines, some stories, passage of wisdom, and a prayer to start our day off the right way. And of course, we get to have morning coffee together. Which, is there anything better than morning coffee? I'm telling you, I wish I had my own brand of morning coffee, because I talk about it every morning. You know, this morning I'm rocking a old Grimway Farms hat, little farmer hat going on this morning. Grimway Farms, you'll recognize in the store. They got the carrots. They also do potatoes, though, and that's why I have it. Kind of a potato guy, So who doesn't love potatoes? Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Kevin. So I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's Monday was a great start to the week. And mine was. I got caught up on some rest. I was totally exhausted from being on the road last week. As you guys saw, I was working the whole week, and then the traveling and everything else that was going on. I was wiped out. So I'm refreshed today. At least I thought it was refreshed until I went walking in my bedroom this morning and come down here and realized I had my pants on backwards. No, seriously. Like, I threw on a pair of sweatpants to come down this morning, then I'll go back up and change and get ready for my work day. And had them on backwards. And I tried putting a t-shirt on that wasn't even mine. It was my son's, so the laundry must have got mixed up. So I guess I'm not as awake as I thought I was yet. But we're getting there. So yesterday, I was talking to somebody, and I can't remember who I was talking to. Good morning, Paul. And we were talking about expressions that nobody knows anything about anymore. So, because I told him he was having a hard day, and I said, don't worry. When you go home after work, Calgon will take you away, right? So he says, what you talking about, Willis? And we started laughing, because those are two expressions that we know that under the age of probably 35, nobody even knows what that is or where it came from. So my thought today was, for everybody out there, what expression can you think of that you don't think anybody else knows what it means? Or anybody younger, I should say, that nobody knows what it means. And Wes already raised his hand. So what I'd like for you to do in the comments, as we go here, and even afterwards when you're watching it after it's live, in the comments, put an expression that you think that people under the age of, let's say, under the age of 30 would have no idea what you're talking about if you said it to them, okay? Because these are the things that my kids had always said I had my own secret language, and really it was all things that I heard from movies and TV shows and commercials back in the day, right? So, like, what you talking about, Willis? They would look at me and go, what are you doing? So, but anyways, lots of cool things. Look at these, guys. All right. Does the font and the picture look familiar, right? Little, it says it right there. ChickfilA. But you know what these are? Remember the episode I showed you guys about the VR goggles, the big purple ones that I absolutely love? We have a set of them here, and they're amazing. I pitied the fool. I love it, Kurt. That's right. Oh, I can't read. But these things are awesome. So ChickfilA made a pair of cardboard VR goggles. So look at this. Watch. Slide this thing out of the inside. There's the lenses. They're actually glass lenses. And then by Velcro, it pops open like this. This goes over, like this. You put your phone right in here, close it down, and boom. Look at that. VR goggles. ChickfilA VR goggles. Pretty cool, right? So I thought I'd share those with you. Neato. So they make them. So my son got those for me. I don't know if they sell these or what they do, but he got me a pair because he knows I love VR goggles, and now I have a pair. So I can't wait to start using them. I just got them this last week. So, but all right, interesting information to share. Let's see. Blue Apron. For those who know who Blue Apron is, Blue Apron, how many meals was it, by the way? I got to find that for you real quick. Blue Apron is a place that you can go online and you can subscribe to them, and they send you meals with a recipe card, all the food perfectly measured out, healthy food, and they send it right to your house. All you do is prepare it, and it's all fresh stuff. I know a couple people across the country actually sell them their produce, and I sell some of those guys some produce, and it's pretty interesting. But these guys send out 8 million meals a month. Blue Apron. And there's tons of these guys out there, but Blue Apron is probably one of the most common, popular brand. 8 million a month they ship out to cooks in their own home. Well, Blue Apron just bought their very own farm out in California to raise their own cattle on. It was 216 acres of land out in California, so now they can raise their very own meat for the meals that they're shipping instead of buying it on the outside. Isn't that interesting? I think that's like a grocery store owning their own farm and farming their own produce to bring into their own place. Like, who wouldn't love that? That's amazing. I don't know. I love it, man. So, I can't read all these as we're going, guys. Goose, it's time to buzz the tower. I love it. A little old school. What the heck was the name of that movie? See, this is why I can't read these things, because then I blank and I can't remember the Top Gun. That's what it was. All right. Let's see. How about this? Does everybody know Virgin Airlines, right? The big airline, Virgin Records, Virgin Airlines. Well, I did not know this, but Virgin Airlines has been sold off and is owned by Alaska Airlines, which is like the weirdest thing ever, to me, at least. I don't know. But Alaska Airlines is now going to be taking all the names and things off of the planes. So Virgin Airlines, as we know it, in a year, you will never see that on a plane again. I didn't know that they were going away. How about, I mean, not that I ever flew on there, but you get used to seeing their name around. So, but anyways. All right, guys, I have, as you know, I subscribe to the Hustle newsletter, which I absolutely love. And they have their quotes. Let me see if I can find them real quick here. Yep, here they are. All right, so the quotes. Remember every Friday I told you they put out like 5 quotes on the thing. Some of them are pretty good, some of them are kind of lame. So today I'm going to share with you the 5 quotes from Hustle newsletter. All right, here we go. You ready? Before the camera was invented, nobody had ever seen themselves with their eyes closed. Right? Pretty fascinating. I know. All right, here we go. This one I love. I love this. When I buy food for my dog, I tend to buy the flavors that sound the most appetizing to me at the moment. How true is that, guys? Right? You stand in the grocery. Oh my goodness. You stand in the grocery line and you're like, oh yeah, beef. Oh man, I could go for a steak. Yeah, beef. That's the one we're going to get. Oh, mixed vegetable. That smells good. No. Right? Which one sounds good to you is what you're going to feed to the dog. I love that, man. When we make fun of people Instagramming their food, but lest we forget that during the Renaissance, lots of artists were painting just bowls of fruit. True statement. Spiders' bodies produce supplies needed to build its home. In order for humans to do this, they would literally have to, bricks. Right? Yeah, maybe that's where that expression came from. I don't even know. So, who knows? And the last one to share with you. Here we go. The difference between murder and assassination is based on how famous you are. Right? True story. If you're famous or wealthy, you've been assassinated. If not, you were just murdered. So, anyway, so there's your hustle quotes for this week, and I love those things. They crack me up every time. All right, here we go. Let's go see what our trending Google searches were for yesterday. Top 10 most searched terms on Google yesterday. Here we go. Number 1, the Raiders. That's an easy one. Raiders are going to move from California to Las Vegas, building a whole stadium there. It's going to be massive, and they are moving over there. So number 1 search. Number 2, Cavs, as far as the basketball team, not the body part. And let's see, 3rd, Eminem. Let's see, everyone finally discovered Eminem's daughter, Haley Scott, on Instagram. So Eminem was the 3rd most searched term yesterday. And number 4, Nunes. House Democrats asked Devin Nunes to recuse himself. The 5th most searched Google thing yesterday was Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner, anyways, big story about him. Go look it up if you're interested. Sounds boring to me. Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is what? Bungie actually announces Destiny 2. What is that? Is that a game or a movie? It's either a game or a movie. I don't know what it is, but it's the 6th most searched term, so it's important. 7, Alicia Vikander. Alicia Vikander is from the game Tomb Raider. All right, number 8, De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox was I'm getting by this, a basketball player, but I don't know who for because it doesn't give a whole lot of detail here. Number 9, Sarah Paulson. And number 10 was iOS 10.3, which would be your operating system for a Apple device. So there is your top 10 most searched terms yesterday on Google Trends. Good morning, Lauren. Good to see you. And let's jump on over and let's check out what our trending news is. It's 6:59 a.m. on Tuesday. And our most searched and read news for today. First, Senate Intelligence Committee. Senate panel to reportedly question Jared Kushner over meetings with Russians. Next, Devin Nunes, whatever his name is. Spicer deflects questions on Nunes. Next is Oakland Raiders, which we already know. Fearless Girl is next. Fearless Girl statue will keep staring down Wall Street's bull. Next is United Airlines. How 2 teens in leggings became a PR mess for United Airlines. That still fascinates me that you can't wear leggings on an airline. It's insane. So next, Elon Musk. Elon Musk just launched a new startup. It will work on ways to connect the human brain and computers. Amazing. I love it. Tecumseh, Oklahoma. Oklahoma police officer killed in traffic stop shooting. Amber Rudd. Amber Rudd appears to be using WhatsApp. WhatsApp is an app, by the way, where you can communicate with each other like text message, but it's totally encrypted where nobody can ever see what it was that you wrote historically or currently. Not even people who work at like Apple or Droid or wherever phone makers, brilliant phone guys work. None of those guys can see that. Tommy Lahren, conservative star Tommy Lahren banned permanently from the Blaze. And then Alexei Navalny, Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny jailed over anti-Kremlin protests. So there is your most trending news for today that people are finding valuable to read further on. So all those articles, I pull these all from Facebook's trending thing. They all come from different places like Washington Post, USA Today, Reuters, Huffington Post, Fox News, all that great stuff. So anyways, let's go over and do something more interesting. How about reading our passage of wisdom? Yes. All right, here we go. Email open. Here we go. My daily email, which I absolutely love these guys. All right, so today we're going to be reading 3 verses. Now, I wasn't in church this past Sunday, guys, because I was on the road driving 12 hours from the south to the north and wasn't able to make it there. And as you know, our morning passages are usually put together, not usually, but are put together based on what we learned on Sunday in a message to help us kind of absorb it further and deeper throughout the week. So, yesterday's message was on money. So I'm guessing that this past week's message probably had to do about how we handle our money and things like that, which is great information, something that nobody ever likes to talk about, right? But yet the word money is in the Bible like a gazillion times. Well, maybe not a gazillion, but it's in there a lot because it's obviously a stumbling block for many of us. So let's see if today's passage is along the same lines. Let's see here. Yep, I could tell right off the first sentence. So here we go. All right. Matthew chapter 6, verses 19 to 21 is this morning's passage. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourself treasure in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So I butchered that thing, man. Holy cow. So let me read the first verse and the last verse again, okay? Here we go. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And it says to store up your treasures in heaven. So this is very basic. I mean, this is a basic passage. It's like everything in the Bible, it's a truth, right? And it's not debatable. It's a foundation to build on. Not really a thought to consider and maybe think about and say no to, because it's a truth. So the point is this. We can get caught up with saving everything we have for us and for tomorrow or for 10 years from now or for whatever it might be, right? Which is it's so selfish of us. And I say that because it was once me. So I know it was selfish of me when I used to do that. Okay. There is nothing more freeing than looking at your resources as what you can do for other people and how great you can affect the world around you. That is the most freeing thing I've ever experienced in my life. It just is. Whether it's time, money, whatever it is, everything that you've owned. It's just view it all as public property. I mean, that's a little crazy, but you get the point, okay? It might be being a little extreme to plant the seed in deep or something, you know what I mean? But for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And it shows that if you're storing up money in your own bank account and you're not willing to serve God with it, right? To give back to Him or to serve people around you, that you're only interested, right, in where you are in your own selfish desires, right? You're very internalized and you're missing a whole lot out here. So that's the easiest way that I can explain that one. And it's just a basic concept. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything more that I can add to that. And I don't think there is. It's just an easy one, right? So there's our passage for today. But store up for yourself treasure in heaven. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So it's a sign of where you're placing your heart. But all right, guys, it is 7:05 a.m. I've been trying to keep this thing under 15 minutes, and I keep going over by a couple minutes. I apologize. I hope I didn't wear you out this morning. So let's pray, and let's get this day started right, okay? Father, we thank you. We thank you for this Tuesday. We thank you for this morning where we get to think about our day, plan what our plans would be for this day. Father, intercede that. As we sit here right now and we're praying and we're thinking about our day and our mind is filled with a million thoughts, block it off, intercede it. And for a moment, Lord, show us what your plans for our day look like for today. Because we know we can get carried away with planning ourselves away and when we're not guaranteed every minute and every day. And sometimes our plans only focus on what we want to accomplish and what we want to get done. Show us what you want us to get done today and what your plans for our life are. Father, help us with our finances, as it's very hard to release some of our finances in a monetary way when we're planning for tomorrow and worried about different pressures out there. Guide us, help us release our hand a little bit to serve you. And we know that you'll bless us for that. And we thank you. Father, we love you so much, and protect us through our day. Amen. All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday. I can't wait to be back here with you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, guys, on Facebook Live, on the YouTube channel, on the podcast, feel free to hit the share button, because the more people we have here, the more fun it is, right? We get to see all the comments. We get to talk about this together. And the bigger the community, the more fun it is. So feel free to share. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And don't forget, as always, be who you were meant to be. Love you guys.